All right, let me do this first. Live, live, live. Yep, we are live. Okay. 2 minutes, bro. I had to do something. All right. Let's get straight to it. Um. Okay, so the draft finished. It took a very long fucking time. Everyone took their damn time. Um. Overall, I feel like it turned out how I expected it to be. Um. There was a big question on who would be the number one pick for me with Dan. He told me that he thought that Ronald Acuna would have a big year, but he liked Otani. He thinks Otani would be a little bit better in that, having the pitcher side of him as well would be more beneficial down the line. Um, I guess for this league, having the number one pick is very like hard to decide. It's a big decision. But me personally, I would have gone Acuna for number one, even if you had both Otanis. But I think it's a good move from Dan because next year he'll have a better pitching staff. Because when I looked at his pitching staff, it was a little rough. Um, it was probably around the same level as Isaac because they are both um, old and very injury prone. I need to look. So as you know, as I posted recently, I have the teams on here. I'm gonna give a pitching grade. I'm gonna give a batting grade. It just gives it. It's easier for me because I can grade both sides, and then they're like easier to grade together. And dang, bro, my computer's freaking on fire. And then your farm system. So if you decided to have a farm system, uh, it would work. Let me see if this is on. Okay, good. Everyone can see everything. Let me make sure. Let me look up the chat. Another thing I want to discuss real quick actually was the prospects trading. Let me go to this video real quick. Make sure y'all don't have anything. So for um, oh, hold on. So for the prospect trade that we have for like Max Clark. So um, this is the first year in a dynasty league, or for our dynasty league, and we're not 100% sure how long this league is truly going to last, especially with 16 teams. This isn't like for some people in this league, this isn't the first time we tried a dynasty league. We had the same amount of teams, and then I tried last year to see how many people would come back, and it was also because it wasn't as interactive compared to this league because a lot of them were just like old heads. We were on Discord as a group chat. We weren't on Snapchat. That's why I'm like trying to push everyone to be on Snapchat because it's just more interactive and it's just I can contact you easier and you get the notification if you have it on, if your notification's on. So Max Clark is the number 13th prospect, but he is currently in Class A. But I mean, for where's the trade that I can like react to? Where is it at? Okay, it's in here. So, Jesus Christ, dude. I usually, so if I'm thinking about this in like a commissioner's perspective, I don't think it's too bad of a trade. I mean, Bogarts, he's starting to get up there. He had a really good season. That's why he's like both these guys had a pretty good season last year. I mean, Cabot Ruiz is pretty good, but I mean, so is Wilson Contreras. He had a solid season as well. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, Max Clark can definitely be worth these guys with the help of Wilson Contreras. Chris Sale's on his last leg, so I'm not really bothered by you know, like that whole move. I mean, I think the throw in of Griffin Canning wasn't that bad at all. So I will allow this trade, but the whole point of me talking about it is the prospects. So let's say like we try to trade Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, there's a big chance that he could be in the league in 2020 this year. The thing is like with pitching prospects, I'm not really gonna say like he could get injured, but with pitching prospects, um, teams, especially like the Pirates, they like to take them easy, like take it easy with them. So I wouldn't say like Paul Skeens would be worth a guy like for like a J Rod, a Corbin Carroll, Acuna, Bobby Witt. I'd say like Paul Skeens could be worth someone like around maybe top 50, like 50 and below type guy. I mean, you could probably trade up pretty, get a good like package back for him. But like, let's not like try to abuse the value of prospects because it can take like a big change in the league. Is like when we did Max Clark for Adolis Garcia, that's clearly not going to work out because even though Garcia is older, it's like you know we know that Max Clark isn't going to be in the league probably for another 5 years, maybe 3 to 4 years, maybe. So we have to understand like maybe we shouldn't immediately go to trading prospects for star players yet. But let's go ahead and get started. That's just a little intro. How the fuck can I just click on the team? All right, so let's start with the number 1 pick, the Wander Twins. Let me I'm gonna like. Okay, let me get Wander Twins. Okay. Let's move this out. Let me give me a little bit more room. So he does not have a farm system, so that's the NA. Okay. Alright, so and then shit. I wanna do I wish they could show me like his draft like recap. I guess I can look that up. I can do it on this phone. So I would say he had a pretty inconsistent type draft, mainly because he drafted freaking Ji Hwan Bae in the 9th round for some reason. But Otani first overall pick, yeah, that's pretty good. Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, yeah, they're top 50 dynasty players still. Brandon Nemo, I mean, he's not bad. Like his numbers weren't that bad last year. I don't know if I would have gone in the 4th round, especially with Nick Castellanos. I mean, you probably could have gone a little later. He probably would have stayed up a little later. But overall, I really do like your offense for maybe the next 2 years. Next 2 years, yeah, probably. I don't see it. It could be inconsistent because Jeremy Pena was a guy who kind of had a good part of the year, and then all of a sudden he would fall off the face of the earth. Suarez had a down year. Lowe had a better year compared to the year before, but with him it'd probably be health problems. I mean, you have a lot of Mets, and I understand that because you're a freaking Mets fan, but one thing I don't like is having too many teammates on your team, because that's where the games, I guess that'd be a big problem for basketball players. For baseball, I guess it doesn't really matter, but if the whole Mets team can't hit for shit for a whole week, these are all the guys that won't be able to hit for shit. So I kind of like being diverse. That's just a big fantasy strategy that I have. It's just being diverse, and I mean, that's just me saying that's just my 2 cents. Pitching, I feel like outside of freaking Zach Eflin, Jose Barrios, I mean, I don't even know if Jose Barrios is that good. Seiya Suzuki, I don't know. I think I'd probably choose, I don't know. I think Brandon Nemo they had similar years last year, right? I can't remember. But I think Brandon Nemo was a little bit better in fantasy last year. But I think this pitching staff is very weak. I mean, you got Lance Lynn as your number 5 guy. I think if you look at other rotations, there's plenty of players that are way better than Lance Lynn. Ranger Suarez had some kind of miracle year. I mean, having that 1.42 WHIP, 4.18 ERA. I can't name anything else other than outside of that because this is all that matters. But he's not doing this again. He's probably gonna do way worse than that. Overall, I'd probably your pitching is probably I don't know because Tampa really does not like their pitching staff. They don't like stretching those guys out. And Zach Eflin had a hell of a year last year. He could have another good year this year. But outside of that, I mean, that's about it. So I'd probably give like a C minus, mainly because you need some help. And I feel like you can easily flip these guys, some of these guys, for some good pitching. But then again, pitching is very scarce for other teams. But there are some teams out there that need a left fielder, as been told in chat many, many times. So he does need a left fielder. I'm sure Dan can easily flip. Probably, I wouldn't say Nemo, but I mean, McNeil, you can probably get yourself a better starter than Lance Lynn. Batting grade, I'd probably give it maybe I'd probably yeah, when I streamed like on YouTube religiously for like Call of Duty, I gave him mod because I was modding his Twitch channel. That's why he's mod. I'm probably gonna do C plus because the teammates and just you didn't really draft for a dynasty league. You drafted for like next 3 years and then you're done. And you don't have a farm system either, so you better. I get you're young. This is like your first year in fantasy baseball, but I'm more than happy to like tell you how to do your team. I mean, I'm a commissioner. I do help myself a lot, but I'm willing to help other teams out, especially to keep you in the league and interested in the sport. I mean, like I love helping people. That's another unknown thing is helping people get interested in the sport. I have a lot of people in this league who don't really watch baseball religiously, and they really watch baseball because of fantasy. So, yeah. So overall C. So that's a C. If you were to average this out, this would be a C. I should have done average. Average right here, which is a C. So let me do this like a red-ish. Why is this song on my like songs? Let's do like a grayish with a white font. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta move my camera. Thank you, sir. Where should I put it? I should put it down here. Is that in the camera still? That should be in the camera still. Okay. Okay, now who's next? Oh yeah, Jacob's next. Let's do Jacob now. Where's this dude at? His name is Harry motherfucking Styles. What is your name again? Hung like a horse, right? Where are you at? Dude, am I tripping? Did you change your... Let me find this. Oh, you did change your name. Cruising to Victory? Because you don't have Josh Hunt. Bro, come on now. Hello. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, so you gotta change your lineup. Okay. So for draft, I can't really grade you on your training right now. What'd you add me for? Okay. Okay. Acuna, obviously you gotta take Acuna first. Ellie De La Cruz, that's a good pick. Yeah, you drafted a lot of young guys, so that's what I like. So how good is this guy really? Like, what in the world? After the All-Star break, he hit 313 OPS. Okay. Okay. Well, there's more than 4 months of the year, so I think overall this team's very good. Like, you need a shortstop. I guess they count Ellie Moore as a third baseman. Yeah, I mean, I think it starts getting pretty thin. No, I think you got it all. I think overall this team's pretty damn good. I mean, Acuna himself, yeah, I mean, come on. Bradley Green, yeah, I like him. You got a very steady farm system. How many of these guys are in the top 100? I know Drew Gilbert's like 50, 60-ish. Where is he at? Drew Gilbert. No. Drew Gilbert, 53, yeah. He's in the 50s, 60s. Matt Shaw is like the top prospect for the Cubs. Brady House is up there with that Juan Soto trade. No, okay. And pitching staff. Damn, bro. Okay, so Snell doesn't have a team yet. That's another problem. He should sign to a team, but it's taken a while. And usually, I'd say he probably wouldn't sign to a team until like spring training starts. So I mean, you still have time. And Jordan Montgomery. Damn, you have Jordan Montgomery and Blake Snell. So what if these guys just don't sign to a team at all? That'd be crazy, but it definitely won't happen. I mean, you really stated the youth with Yuri and Bobby Miller, and that's what I really like. You don't have any pitching prospects, so I guess you really just utilized it. Will that really take a toll on your farm system grade? I don't know. I mean, you've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I guess you could actually clear a spot for Blake Snell. Because you just traded, what's his name? Max Clark. But yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like this team is pretty damn good. I'd say, where would I rank you? I'd say maybe, I mean, there's only 8 playoff teams out of 16, so you'd probably be fighting for a playoff spot, but it just depends on your health with Riley Green, Alex Clearloff, Austin Wells. I feel like we'll be splitting time with Jose Trevino, Kibert Ruiz. I honestly don't know if this guy's. I mean, obviously catchers aren't everyday players. Xander Bogaerts. I mean, I feel like it could be health with him, but he's a pretty consistent guy playing. Offense, I'd say, where are you at? So now I have to fucking okay. That's pitching. Offense, I'd say you're definitely at an A-, and then pitching, you're definitely gonna be. I mean, I'd have to say Snell and Montgomery signed to a team, and that's actually a pretty solid rotation. So I'm gonna say, what do I want to say? B+. Say B+ for rotation. I definitely say it's probably one of the top rotations, but like later on, towards like the start of the season, whenever spring training is wrapping up, I'm gonna start rating like people's farms, like like rankings. Like I'm gonna do rankings for farm systems, rankings for pitching staff. I'm not gonna do rankings for fucking batting because that's too much to look at. But farm systems and pitching is probably where I'm gonna do rankings. So average would be an A. So you overall. Oh wait, I gotta do farm system too. Our farm system won't apply to the average because I don't feel like adding that in too. Let's see. I mean, I don't think any of these guys are even like top 50. Is anyone top 50 that you drafted like from here? Do you see anyone on your list? Like Matt Shaw, where is he at? Matt 50. Yeah, he's just out of top 50. I think Brady House is up there. Is he? Oh yeah, he's just in. Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, out of all the like other teams, the farm system is probably a little bit better. I'd probably do like a C+ for it because you also don't have any pitching prospects, and that's what I have to rate it out of also. So you just have hitters, and you just traded a good prospect, your best prospect actually, but you did get a good return for it. So yeah, overall, just for the pitching grade and batting grade, you got an A, and then C+ for farm system. All right, third pick, which was Daniel, correct? So that was, no, it was Braden. So Max Clark is mine. All right, so he just made a damn trade. He traded a good core of his team, but he had a lot of veterans. So, and then Max Clark's not coming to MLB. I guarantee Max Clark's not coming into MLB until maybe I fucking make my 50th arrest in whatever job I work at. So, can I like scroll? I can't like whatever. I think the ETA was 2026, dude. That's crazy. And he traded, man. Bogarts is still a top 100 dynasty player, man. So, but then again, dude, you have like a very solid team. Like honestly, this is a good team. They're very old, but if they're healthy, they can fucking hit. And you got Julio Rodriguez. That's you already have your prime diamond franchise player, so you're pretty set on that. But what I would give a grade, I feel like I could like honestly apply to it as long as you have a stable young youth guy that revolves around your offense. It helps your grade a lot. Um, yeah, I like Chris Bryant. Man, that was a snipe too. Yeah, I'm so late. If he stays healthy, he can hit just as much as fucking Nolan Arenado can. The thing, see, I think the big question is the pitching staff, because of, like, first off, Degrom's not gonna pitch till like what, July. Michael King, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with Michael King. I don't know if he's gonna start. I mean, the Yankees tried to make him a starter before they traded him, but like, is he gonna be like a rotational piece, or is he gonna be in the bullpen? I don't know. But yeah, this and McKenzie. So what I read actually is, I read that he's probably gonna be limited because like he's hurt for most of the year, and they're probably not gonna win, so they're not gonna push him. Nestor Cortez didn't stay healthy. Clayton Kershaw not coming back till July. Griffin Canning as your number 2 right now for the beginning of the season is horrible. So where are you at, bro? And you don't have a farms. Oh, you do. It's just Max Clark. So I'll just do C. Start, but with a 70 pitch lead. So that's like 70 pitches could be maybe 5 innings. Just depends how good you are. Pitching grade is probably a D plus, just because these guys aren't gonna be doing anything. Hitting really makes up for it. I'd say that's honestly, that could be like an A minus. I'd say that's a good A minus. What is that like average to? C minus. It's like maybe, I don't know what average is to. Honestly, I can't do the math in my head. It's too far apart. Okay, so Noah wanted me to do his next. Let me do Noah. What is your name again? Whitwash? Or no, Witty Baseball? Okay. So you were... I gotta do 16 of these, bro. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah. Bobby Witt easily won, like, let's see. First round, obviously one of the best. I mean, you had Bobby Witt is easily a top three players. He's ranked number 2 right here. And you got him number 7. Big steal. Where is this at? Luis Robert, I feel like could have a really good year. I feel like he's still a solid player. This thing is if he can stay healthy, but he's still a very good player. So that stabilizes your outfield. You get a good infielder. Tristan Casas, Francisco Alvarez, very good dynasty players. Andreas Jimenez, I don't know. Like, he had a rough... I feel like for what he had his rookie year, this was actually kind of rough. Like, he should be a borderline 300 type average player, but he wasn't last year, so I feel like that was kind of a down year for him. Ryan McMahon is always so slept on. I think last year was a down year too for him too. Oh man, you also fucking got Yamamoto. I don't know, first 3 rounds for this guy, man. Like, is he really worth this? Like, is he really worth... I mean, who did we... I guess we weren't really drafting together. Like, Yoshida was like, what, 9th, 10th round player, right? He was late last year. But obviously, I mean, yeah, but Yoshida was all right. I mean, he kind of fell off too, but there's point in times where he was able to hit the ball. I think that's around like 7 to 9 is like a good round for a player who has never played in MLB. Like Jung Ho Lee was reached around that time too. Um, but I think so. Yeah, Rasmussen probably won't pitch until either July or he might not pitch at all this year. And you got your staff. Your see like Cade Horton, Ricky Tedman are top pitching prospects. Kumar Rocker, I don't know what's up with him. I don't think he's pitched ever since he got that surgery. Ethan Salas, this is a really good. Jacob Gonzalez, Kyle Manzardo, those are up there, right? Ethan Salas is like up here somewhere, right? The fuck? Am I just reading too fast? I don't know. I can't do this under pressure. I should have just waited. But I think your farm system's actually very decent. That's another thing. Big important part. I'd say it's a B plus for farm system because you covered both pitching and hitting. Your pitching grade, I feel like let's just say Yamamoto isn't the answer, but it's kind of hard to say he's not. Right? Yeah, it's kind of hard to say he's not because he's young, he's very good, and I think he had an elbow problem or shoulder problem in Japan. I can't remember what some scouts were concerned about, but he's still pretty good. That's why he got 325 million or 200, how many millions? But Musgrove, he's up for a good year. Hunter Green, there's a question mark. Eduardo Rodriguez, overrated, but that is crazy. 330, 115 whip. Was he that good last year? Holy shit. Taylor Walker, yeah, okay, buddy. Pitching, I'd say way better than what I've seen. So 10 stack team plus 10 years under contract though. Who? Your pitching staff or Yamamoto? I'm gonna say it's definitely like a B. I'd say it's a B, honestly, because no, not B plus, B. Mainly because you don't know about Yamamoto, and I don't want to just constantly ride him, and then all of a sudden he fucking fails. So, just a big question mark as a professional analyst. Yoshi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but thing with baseball, even if your team's stacked, you still like, you still get your chance. Damn, bro. And then Hunter Green, I feel like he's good, but he's had some issues, so that's another thing. So yeah, I feel like with Jacob's staff, like he had some guys that were able to pitch other than Chris Sale because we don't know how healthy he can really be. Hitting, I feel like you have a lot of question marks actually. So like, you did utilize drafting a farm system. I see that having 1, 2, 3, 4 catchers, and only 3 of them probably, what's that word? 3 of them are expendable. Ezekiel Duran, I don't know how good he'll be. Again, he never really got the chance after the All-Star break because he just wasn't hitting. Jock Peterson, I feel like he is just inconsistent as fuck. Tommy Edman had a really bad year last year, but will it stay the same? I don't think so. I'd say it's about B minus because this guy is probably your highly like touted player, other than Bobby Witt. So like, I think when did you get this guy, Caminero? Because this guy's supposed to be Wander Franco's replacement, not Curtis Mead. So you got him 4th round. Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. I would say honestly, it's another B. I mean, you do have some holes, but getting Bobby Witt for a steal, Luis Robert for a good price. Oh no, let's look at the hitters. Caminero, I think, is a really good prospect. So like, overall, that's a B draft, B average. And you took him 4th. You took Yamamoto 3rd. Okay, so now I gotta do who was fucking fourth. Yeah, so I did Brady. Okay, so now I gotta do Daniel. All right, so yeah, he got the fourth pick. Obvious answer was either, um, let's see who you a chance. I think honestly it would have been between Corbin Carroll or Bobby Witt, and he went Corbin Carroll, and I think that's a good choice because I think Corbin Carroll is a little bit better than Bobby Witt, just because I had him last year and he was perfect for me. Um, but let's see, Daniel I think auto drafted for most of the draft because he was apparently getting laid. So that's why his pitching staff outside of, I mean, these two guys aren't going to be on your team for a while. So you just have Senga, Nola, Wheeler, Burns, which is actually not a bad pitching staff. Honestly, I'd give you a good grade regardless with these pitchings, like these four guys. You don't really have. I said to myself I would count these NA guys as your farm system, but what the heck, Jacob? But that's not really a farm system if they're gonna get signed eventually and they're gonna be playing in the major leagues. So let's see. Did I say you didn't have a farm system? Canadian Killers. Yes. Okay. All right. Pitching grade. Dude, honestly, that's a pretty good damn staff. What'd I give Jacob? Let me look at his staff. Cruising the victory. You had Perez, Wheeler. So you actually drafted for like the dynasty setting. These guys are good. I mean, Wheeler's old. Noel's getting there. Singer's pretty good. Honestly, I'd say that's relatively like the same. I know a perfect pitching staff when I see one, and I think that's around. Yeah, that's around your staff too, Jacob. It's just his age. That's why. Well, I don't know, cause he's got max. No, you know what? I'd probably do a B because Scherzer is fucking old as fuck. Carlos Carrasco is not gonna play. Yeah, you know what? That probably might hurt because you do need 6 guys. So I don't know. Would that be a C plus then? But I don't know. Corbin Burns, Zach Wheeler, and Nolan. Nah, I'll do a B. I'll do B. Hitters. He had a good year last year. Yeah, I think your hitters is actually pretty good. Capusano, he's a starting catcher because there's no Gary Sanchez this year. I think he's up for maybe a good year. I feel like he'd be a good sleeper. TJ Friedel's a sleeper guy, but he couldn't stay healthy for most of the year. Jake Berger is just there to hit home runs and eat burgers. Trevor Story, good lord, this guy is not going to be good this year. I already know it. Mitch Garver actually got a backup good. I think overall he could be contending for a playoff spot, but I don't really see him doing that. I think he'd be, if he was in the playoffs, he'd be a 7 or 8 seed. That's what I see. And he's got Cody Bellinger that he wants to trade, so I don't know if he'll stay on that team. So he has players to build around, but I think he will be a seller. He'd be a good seller. And he could potentially build that farm system for players who will be in the league for the next 2 years. Because there's a lot of top prospects who will be in the league this year. So I feel like it'd be a good idea for him just to flip it around. Because he didn't get the time to draft, but I feel like it'd be better for him if he sold these guys. George Springer is getting old. Flip him to Noah. I know Noah was desperate. Okay, Canadian. I'd say honestly, probably a C. And that would give you a C plus average, correct? Or no, yes. Yeah. Hello. Let's just. I guess that'd be like a C plus average. All right. Who is next? Oh wait, it's Isaac. That's right. Isaac was sick, but he was able to attend the first few rounds, luckily, to get his #1 draft pick, which of course was Aaron Judge. I mean, he's a Yankees fan. Why would he not draft Aaron Judge? I had a big problem with his pitching stuff. I remember looking at it, I was like, oh shit, dude, you're gonna get fucked in the ass. Um, so like, there's a big question mark with Verlander because he's like what 41 years old at the start of the season. Yu Darvish has a big injury history. Lucas Giolito somehow had an okay season last year, but I have a feeling he's not gonna have a good year, especially at the Red Sox stadium. Like he's not gonna have a good year at all. Mason Miller is just on athletics. That should already tell you enough. And Tyler Glasnow has not stayed healthy since ever, I think. So, big question mark. You don't have a farm system, so there's nothing to help you with that. Um, this is like a C minus. Like I already know this is gonna be disastrous type pitching staff. Your hitting otherwise is actually pretty damn decent. Yeah, 40 games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like your hitting, I think it's like your starters are good, but then again, you're gonna be like Daniel, probably competing for a bottom seed, or you just need to sell your team. But then again, that just depends on if you actually trade, because a lot of bottom teams just don't try and they don't really care. So that's what I'm trying to help like y'all and say like you might want to flip some guys to get more back. Like I would probably flip Yanni Diaz, Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, you're not gonna get any value for these guys. You might for Ozuna just because of his name, but Sean Murphy was because Travis Denard hasn't signed to a team yet. So, who is the other catcher for the Braves? Is it not going to be Sean Murphy? Like he's probably going to play more, or did he only play against lefties? That's right, he only played against the lefties. So, that's weird. Okay. But he's got some good guys. I mean, I'm not gonna say like he's bad. I'd say it's easily a B, and that's another C plus team draft. And then again, that's auto draft. So, wait, no. Oh, it's a C. It's a C. It's a C. No. C, B minus, C. Oh, it's C plus. I'm tripping. Okay, but I mean, I feel like he needs to make some moves. If he ever looks at this video, all right, Jack's up. So for some reason he still hasn't changed his name, which is weird because he doesn't have Lewis. Is there another Lewis on the team that he might have? I don't know. I don't see another Lewis out here, but he actually has a farm system, surprisingly. Obviously was helped out a lot from Jacob because of Marcelo Meyer. I don't know who any of these other prospects are. I know Justin Crawford is because I think he got a chance last year, or he's like towards like he's gonna get moved up soon because I don't think there's a center fielder for Philadelphia. But he does have a nice young team. Like his team is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie because Dominguez, he will be out till like June-ish, July. Jones was a breakout player last year, but he's very good, so I have a feeling he will be very good. Jonah Heim, Candelario. See, the thing is, like, players who break out and then sign to new teams never do good. Like, they never do good. I can't remember a few players that sign, that get these big contracts, and then, like, just don't do anything. I can't remember. There's some players out there that do. Jake Fraley, I mean, that's a good player to have. Michael Harris, that's your... So I was thinking, if you really want Royce Lewis, honestly, I would probably trade him for Michael Harris because I do need a center fielder. I don't really need infielding, but if I were, I don't know, but I really like the upside to Royce Lewis. But yeah, I would probably do Michael Harris for Royce Lewis if I really wanted to. Your bench, you have the legend Mitch Haniger. That's not spelled correctly. That's weird. He had a great year. Like I know Kyron knows this. Like he had like when he was on the Mariners, bro, he would just hit bombs like out of nowhere, bro. He had a grand slam. I think he had a grand slam. I can't remember. But he was really good for the Mariners a couple years ago, and that's why he signed this big contract to the Giants and then fell off. I don't really think this is much of a farm system, in my opinion. Pitching staff is just a disaster, honestly. Reese Olson's just, that's like a stream type guy. For some reason, he had pretty good numbers. Maybe you should keep Reese Olson. But Maeda, big question mark. He'll get injured probably. Emmett Shaheen. I don't know. I don't really see. Like, is he supposed to be the fifth starter? Or they're going to do like a six-man rotation? I don't know. Rodon is a big question mark this year, but there's hope for a bounce back. I mean, it's 6 ERA. Relatively, you want guys to maintain a mid-4 just for how the ERA is inflated for the past 10 years. Merrill Kelly, dude, he's on his last leg, man. This is probably his last year, so you might want to flip some guys for some pitching. But then again, I've said this before, like, pitching is scarce. That's why I established it pretty early. I think a lot of people did too. Freddie Peralta is good. I don't know. I was thinking of trading it for him as well with like some other guy for Royce Lewis, but I don't know. Let's see, where's your team at? Lewis and Turner. Pitching grade, man, dude, this is not. I don't know if I'd give this a good rotation. Like, I'm gonna give it like a C minus. Farm system, I'd probably do also C minus. And then hitting, dude, jeez. Hitting is not bad because you got C.J. Abrams, Trey Turner, Michael Harris, Jason Dominguez, Nolan Jones. There's some hope there. That's the thing. I think that's a good B. So I think C plus is your average. So yeah, C minus to B. Yep, that's gotta be C plus. There's a lot of no wait, this guy's average is C plus. Yeah, it's like, what would you average a B to a C? Is it C plus or a B minus? I don't even know. That's why I should probably do numbers, but it's whatever. Okay, so yeah, Jack got an average C plus. I mean, MJ Melendez, I thought he was gonna be good, but he didn't. Javier Baez is just a mess. Ramon Laureano, he'd be a platoon player like what Jacob said about Fraley. There's a lot of, like, you have a lot of guys who are good, but you can definitely, I feel like with how you don't really watch baseball like that, I feel like it's like a wait and see for you, and then you just flip who's hot to get some stuff back. But yeah, your pitching is a mess. Like, I'd say the people who are worth keeping is probably Peralta and maybe Bissett and Rodon. Merrill Kelly is probably good after this year, and you'll probably need to cut him loose. I don't even know if Merrill Kelly's gonna be good this year, but he might. All right, who's up next? Louis Turner. So it was Noah. So I'm gonna go with Dylan now. Okay, so Dylan had the 8th pick, and he got his boy Juan Soto, as he hoped. He has 3 Yankees. He has Volpe, who is up from a very good year. I think Volpe's gonna have a really good year this year. I think he's gonna get way up compared to 209. He might hit maybe 240 to 250. I really hope he hits more than at least 270, but that hasn't happened since fucking DJ LeMahieu or Aaron Judge. So you got, yeah, you got a really good team. Honestly, your pitching staff is up there too, with youth. Bayo is like what, 24, 25. Mitch Keller, yeah, he's good too, but he kind of fell off as well. Chase Hampton, that's a Yankees prospect. Jack Leiter, and you got Paul Skeens, who's the top pitching prospect. Your other guys, Robert Hassel, I don't even think that guy's like close to being top 10. top 10. Yeah, there's no guy that's up there for him. So your hitters are just, I mean, Roger Arias is in the top 100, but he's not the best. And then Davis Schneider, he's not a prospect. Now, so you have a lot of like, you have Pete Crow Armstrong, who is a prospect. John Lee should be a prospect. What the heck? Why is there lag? You know what? I have a feeling it might be my computer. Hold on. Let me give my... Is it better? Is it better now? Did it just catch up to live? What the fuck? It did not. Okay. Okay, well, I don't see it lagging now, so I think it's good. I think it's just because I've overcharged my computer. Juan, what's up, man? That's weird because it... Okay. Okay, well, I don't see it lagging now. Oh, I see it now. Okay. What in the world is going on with the internet? Let me, damn, bro, it's... Hold on, let me, maybe I should move my, See, it says it's good internet. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me move closer to my, It's definitely because my computer is, like, overheating. Let me, hold on, let me move my computer over here. Hello? Okay. We're gonna do it from my bed. Okay. How is it now? Oh, I can't even see. Hold on. Okay. It is not McDonald's Wi-Fi, Kyron. Good try. Alright. What was I talking about with Dylan? But it's just... It's because I have freaking Excel 3 Safari slides open. Why is Notes open? And then this big-ass OBS thing. So, like, it gives me, like, a... It's an old computer, too. It's, like, 3-4 years old. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this. Okay, Dylan. Let's see. I feel like Dylan established, like, his youth. Like, he probably has one of the youngest teams because I don't think... I mean, Bryce Harper's probably his oldest player. No, DJ LeMahieu is. He's, like, 30. He's thin in... No, not... I wouldn't say in the outfield, but... Outside of his... I mean, yeah, his bench. I can't really grade his bench like that. His farm system... I'd probably give his farm system... a B+. Mainly because, you know, Paul Skeens himself is already, like, a top 3 baseball player. And, you know, you got if he once he comes up to league, I think he's gonna be hopefully one of the best pitchers in the league. But it just depends, because that guy's arm, like the way he throws the ball, dude, it looks like he's gonna tear something at like any point in time. And he gets used a lot. He got used a lot in the College World Series, so I think that's why they were so like hesitant to like push him, because of how much he got used. Because he was like there was like talks of him actually like joining the Pirates in like September, and I was like, what the heck? What are you doing, bro? I'd probably give Dylan's pitching staff. There's a lot of guys. I mean, Brandon Pfaadt, bro, he was that bad. Dude, it's lagging again. I've had enough of this bullshit. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Pitching staff, I feel like it's just... like, I don't know. I feel like it's not better than Jacobs. It's probably around... I mean, I wouldn't say it's better than Daniels because he has like 3 aces. Y'all didn't see that. Oh, okay. I'm tripping. I mean, Logan Gilbert's pretty damn good too. I'd say it's probably a B minus because I don't think it's better than Daniels. It's definitely not better. It's definitely not better than Jacobs, but he's young. So, and then batting, I think is actually pretty good. So I think that's around A minus because Logan O'Hoppe is he has a lot of upside. I think he was one of like a really good hitting catcher, and I think he was on pace for maybe at least he had 14 home runs last year. He was on pace for like he was good, and then he got hurt unfortunately. But I think he's gonna have a really good season this year, and Jarren Duran's gonna have a good bounce back season. I mean, I guess I can't really say bounce back, but he's gonna do what he did last year just for the whole season. Obviously Juan Soto, brand new ballpark, favored towards him, even though he may not be much of a pull hitter, but I still think that he could get maybe 45 home runs. I mean, that's probably gotta be like around his area right there, if he stays healthy. Obviously, I don't think Juan Soto gets hurt though. Hitting, yeah. So I get that. So B minus and B plus. That's like what, a B plus. Let's say B plus. Let's just do that. All right. Oh fuck. Where's my phone? Who drafted next? Draft results. Okay, it was Blake. Okay, Blake. Dude, it's hot as fuck in here too. Alright, let's look at Blake's team. So Blake was... Oh, I just saw my phone. Blake was one of the first people to grab prospect, if I'm correct. He grabbed Jackson Holiday. Yeah. So that's when everyone started reaching out for prospects. It was like, okay, now it's time. Like, let's just do it now. I mean, I feel like he could hit a lot of opposite field home runs, but I don't know. I feel like they want him to pull the ball, but they're gonna probably shift on him too. So if he does hit Oppo Tacos, he could hit it down the left field line, and he can get an easy double. So yeah, I think his first pick was Tatis, then Vladdy, right? Like that's a good 1-2 punch. Yeah, Vladdy, and then you got Holiday, and then you got Fried. So he established his pitching staff as well. I don't know when Boz is shortstops for prospects. Edwin O'Roy, isn't that one of like the top Reds prospects? Colson Montgomery is like a top 10, right? So is Jackson Merle. Yeah, dude, he's got some. I mean, there might be shortstops, but he's got some nice damn prospects. Like number 1, number 9, and number 12. So I mean, that's a solid farm system. Did he have any pitching ones? Nick Abel, he's up there too, right? I can't remember. Andrew Painter, obviously Andrew Painter's better. Nick Abel, yeah, 49. Yeah, Harry Ford, that's the Mariners, one of the Mariners' top. You got Cole Young, right, Kyron? I think you got Cole Young. That's what you said. Yeah, Harry Ford. He's the second Mariners prospect, top 50. But yeah, I think his farm system is easily established, obviously, with fucking Jackson Holiday and Colson Montgomery. So I think I'd have to give him an A plus. A plus. because you have the #1 prospect. Obviously, you gotta give that an A+. And I gave Dylan's a high one, right? A+. Okay, yeah, because he didn't have anyone besides Paul Skeens. All right. His offense, I looked at it. I think it was like kind of like a miracle year for Orlando Arcia. I don't know how much. I don't know if he's gonna really repeat that. Vlad is good. Bo Naylor can have a really big year. Oh wait, he was on the cover of MLB 24. He might be. This might be a down year for Vladimir Guerrero probably because he's on the cover. There's gonna be something bad that could happen to him. I don't know if it's either his stats or something serious is gonna come from because he's the cover. That's probably why they made him the cover, because they don't like the Blue Jays. Fried. His pitching staff's pretty good. Your team and Brad's next leading soon. Okay, yeah, I can do mine and then Brad's. It's fine. He's got a young staff. I feel like maybe for 2025 it'd be one of the top ones, but right now I'd say it's probably at a B-, mainly because he's not gonna have half his squad, and then Alek Manoah is a question mark as fuck, dude. Why is he even on this team? But Kyle Brash, Max Fried, Gavin Williams are pretty good players to have, along with Josiah Gray, John Means. I think Jeffrey Springs might come later on, but I don't know. But your offense, I'd say, is pretty well balanced. I don't know. I'd say that's maybe a fucking B+. I don't know, B+. Yep, there you go. All right, I'll do, because I think Kyron's next. So I'll do Kyron, and then I'm gonna do mine, and then I'll do Brad's. Or I'll do Kyron, Brad, then mine. Because Kyron's here too, and then you get his out of the way as well. All right, Kyron, you drafted Garrett Cole, actually, so that was kind of a surprise to me, because I think I said, honestly, I was kind of set that you would draft Bryce Harper, but I'm kind of surprised. I'm not really surprised that you didn't. I think Garrett Cole is an easy. I mean, like, come on. He may be old, but he's one of the best pitchers. He is the best pitcher in the damn league. So imagine having Garrett Cole, Luis Castillo, Justin Steele. That's a crazy ass rotation if you ask me, bro. That's a crazy rotation. And then the upside of Brian Wu and Clark Schmidt. I don't know if Clark Schmidt is gonna stay in the rotation, so you might want to check up on that. But Tyler Wells, he had a good year. I don't know why people were hating on him. That's an underrated ass pick, so I like that pick. I don't like my. Okay. This is a really good rotation, Kyron. I think this is probably one of the top rotations. You may not be young, but you're good. Like that, you're great. Obviously, you're a Cy Young and a half great. So, Kyron, I think you have one of the top pitching staffs. I think this is easily an A+ type pitching staff. Your hitting otherwise is, I'd say, not as good, obviously, because who is young? Like, you don't have any young players, really. I mean, Kim's good. I think Kim's a pretty good, well, I mean, he would have been a good Cats if we had fielding type stats, because I think he's more of a good fielder, but he gets on base, and that's what matters. Crawford's sneaky, like, he's sneaky good as fuck. I mean, that's a good pick. I think you reached on Spencer Torkelson, right? Yeah, you got Spencer Torkelson in the 4th round, dude. That is crazy. Over Max Fried, Evan Carter, C.J. Abrams, Cody Bellinger, Junior Caminero, Manny Machado, Bobby Miller. It goes on. That was kind of a bad decision on your part, really. It was just Spencer Torkelson. But, yeah, I mean, dude, just imagine. And then you picked Jack Sawinski, who had, like, a good month, and 80th on the Dynasty board. Yeah, but choosing Torkelson over Evan Carter, Caminero, Abrams, Bellinger, like, no. You gotta go with those guys over Torkelson. Um, where are you at? Yeah, Jack Swinsky. I don't know. I mean, this is also towards the later rounds. You did get an. I think you're gonna get a really good year for Anthony Rizzo. I think when you yeah, I think Anthony Rizzo is definitely gonna be probably sniper of the year. Honestly, I think he could hit maybe 30 home runs and have at least a 260 average if he stays healthy. I mean, he's getting old, but he's such a good hitter. Like, he can hit the ball, and I really hope that that's what happens for him. So, then you got Parker Meadows. You asked me if I like Parker Meadows. I have no idea who that guy is, and he, in Toledo he hit 273 with an impressive 897 OPS. I mean, I guess he was good in the minors, but that's the damn minors. Charlie Blackman. I mean, he always fucking hits the ball, but he got hurt apparently last year. So yeah, I think your hitting is carried by veteranship. Is that a word? Because you also got Freddie Freeman as your second round pick. I'd say this is maybe either C plus or B minus. So I'd just do both of that. B minus, and that would just go to like what average? Wait, do you have any farm system? You just have Cole Young. So Cole Young was what, the 38th, 37th. So it's like a C. If you only have one prospect, I'm just gonna give you a C. What is that average to? Like A minus, B minus, B plus. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna do B plus, I guess, for your average. I guess I don't know. All right, so now I'm gonna do Brad's. So yeah, A plus pitching staff, C plus, B minus batting grades, your average, or C farm system, B plus average. Do Brad's real quick, and then I'll do mine so that Jacob can leave with closure. What is Brad's team? Brad Sears big ass dick. All right. So Brad came into the league last fucking second, and drafted a pretty decent team. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think Brad knew his shit. I don't know if he does actually, because he drafted Mark Canha, Andrew Heaney, and and this guy named Tyler Mahle. Whoever this guy is, bro. Wait, is that a reliever? K9. Is he even gonna play Tyler Mahle? Because he got Tommy John. So he's got a top prospect in Dylan Cruz. He's got a really young prospect that I picked up and had to drop because I had too many prospects. And Sebastian Walkup. Yeah, so he was good, I guess. Okay. He has Bryce. Okay, so he has basically. I say he's a starter. Okay. He needs to drop. He needs to drop Ohtani. Is it lagging again? Because you know what? It might just be my thing. I am positive. What are you talking about? He needs to drop Ohtani pitcher because I've told everyone in the league that Ohtani is one player. So let's relay that to Brad before I drop him. Obviously, I don't care now because he's not going to pitch at all, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to let my computer breathe. I feel like George Kirby, Dylan Cease, Bryce Miller, Nathan Eovaldi, if he can stay healthy and consistent, is good. Sandy Alcantara won't play this year. John Gray, oh wow, you just drafted the worst part of the Rangers staff, really. Like, do the Rangers even have a staff right now? I mean, they don't have DeGrom, they don't have Scherzer, they didn't re-sign Montgomery yet. So, really, these are the top guys, right? But yeah, I mean, I feel like these top four is pretty good, and that's like, man, I think it's B worthy. Would I give it a B plus? Yeah, because George Kirby is pretty good. I think Bryce Miller can be good, but it just depends how he utilizes his pitches. Yeah, 1.14 whip is pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's better than fucking Dylan Cease, right? So yeah, I see B plus pitching staff if these guys can stay consistent. But then again, I'd probably just do B honestly, because I don't know about these guys, and you need more than. I mean, you have to have all around good guys. Batting grade. Oh man. I think that's kind of where you fall. I don't know. I don't think it's good. I mean, obviously Corey Seager's a good hitter. Ozzy Albies is a good, solid second pick. Eloy Jimenez never can stay healthy. Yuri Buri. Yeah, I know. Will Benson, I feel like is a sleep. He got that like last pick. So I think this is a really good sleeper pick. Leota, you reached on. Colt Keith is technically a prospect, but they have him as an actual starter in MLB. I guess he played last year, but I don't think he didn't. I don't know what they have him labeled. Will Smith is supposed to be one of the top offensive catchers. Will he repeat that? I don't know. How old is he? Like 28? He's getting up there in age, and that's where they start to just tumble. Mark Canhill as your first baseman is actually crazy, bro. But how did he actually hit decent? That's another question. Bryson Stott he's good. I mean, he's decent. I don't know. I'd say maybe, dude, I don't know. Your offense like takes a tumble. I'd probably say C plus. And then for your farm system with your 3 very, very good prospects, 4 good prospects, I'd say that's honestly a B minus. And then that would be B minus as your average. I love when the thing is so simple. I can just easily grade it easily. All right, my team. And then I'll do the rest of them, everyone, so then you can log off, not worry about shit. Pitching grade. Okay, so I had the last pick. So when I had the 14th pick, I was kind of determined on this. This is why I talk a lot to mine, because I give my actual insight. I don't know how you guys do your insight for drafting. For the last pick, I had to establish that I knew that all the top hitters were going to be gone, so I had to establish the best pitching player, which was Spencer Strider. I mean, he's still young. He does give up a lot of runs, and I think he only has like 2 pitches that he really utilizes, and one of them is a fastball, and that's not very good. But he throws it really hard, and that's why he strikes out a lot of guys, and that's why his fucking K/9 is ridiculous. But obviously he's one of the top pitching guys. He's the best dynasty baseball players for pitchers. Grayson Rodriguez was another guy. I mean, he had a rough start, and then he got sent down, and then came back up, and he just was pitching lights out. Joe Ryan had the opposite effect of Grayson Rodriguez. He started lights out and then ended bad. Cole Reagans was traded because he was supposed to be a bullpen piece, and then when he went to Kansas City, he was lights out and was pretty damn good. Kyle Harrison, I feel like can be very good this year. He's like one of the top pitching prospects in the MLB. I hope he's good. I don't know. I don't really know too much about Kyle Harrison. I just knew that he was young and that I would like a young pitching prospect. I wanted Yuri Perez, but I couldn't get him. So I went with, who did I go with? I drafted someone young, but I'm taking the upside of Zach Nato, Kerstead, Jordan Lawler. I don't really give a damn about his stats right here, but I mean Showtime. You're just waffling, bro. I mean, I like these guys. I got 2 guys who were fucking out last season. That's crazy. So I'm really banking on like just bounce back years. I really do think Hoskins can do it. I don't know about this guy, Gavin Lux, because they're so stacked. Gabriel Moreno is one of the top. Like, he's gonna be a very good. More lag, dude. I need to end this stream very, very soon. So I'm trying to hurry up. Hold on. Let me give my computer some air. Damn, bro. How well can you hear me? Because I'm like... Yeah, I'll do your team next one. This okay. See, now that I let my computer breathe, because I could feel the air coming out, it's better. Um, Royce Lewis, I have a lot of guys who have a lot of upside who are young. That's what I wanted to do. I don't even know who this guy is. I just saw that he might be a starter, and obviously it's not hard to do on Boston, but um, that's just really what I hope for the upside. If Jack really wants Royce Lewis, I did say that I could potentially trade him for Michael Harris just because I need a center fielder more than I need a third baseman, because I have Curtis Mead, Gunnar Henderson, and then I guess I do. Okay, pitching staff, I'd probably give myself like, I'd say it's honestly a pretty good rotation, mainly because of Spencer Strider. Like he's on like top level. Grayson Rodriguez, Joe Ryan, Cole Reagans, Kyle Harrison, Andrew Abbott. I mean, if he can stay good, this is a top 6 lineup, and then I'm hoping that I can get Dean Kramer, um, like the good part of him, because he was pretty decent last year when he pitched. It came out as a surprise for a lot of people. So I feel like my pitching staff is a lot better. B plus and B plus easily. What do you mean easily? Maybe for my hitting, I feel like my hitting can use a lot, but my farm system is what made up for it. But yeah, I think I'd give my pitching staff at least an A minus or an A. Maybe I'd probably do A minus just because these guys can struggle and it'd be a disaster. But Spencer Strider himself would be a B plus alone, or maybe B. But I'd probably I'll probably do B plus, and then B plus as well on the hitting, because I don't really have I have an established hitter with Gunnar Henderson, Royce Lewis, Stephen Kwan, who can be very good for cat leagues. Wilma Flores, who had a very sneaky year, and I didn't draft him, but you know, I think Reese Hoskins can be a very good player this year, especially on a new team. If it's new fresh start, Moreno, one of the top, gonna be a very good catcher this year. On the offensive side, I think I have the best farm system, honestly. Um, because I have a lot of not top 100, like top 50 prospects. I got all the good guys. May not have gotten any top 5 prospects, but I was able to do that with Wyatt Langford and Walker Jenkins, and I think Wyatt Langford's actually going to be in the top 5s because Caminero, Churio, Holiday, and Carter are all going to be in MLB, like by the April. I feel like Jackson Holiday might be on opening day, honestly. Dang, jaw's starting to hurt. Talking too much. Um, yeah, so B plus, B plus, A plus, and I guess this is a B plus average. Has anyone done good? Who got an A? Who actually got an A? Oh, you got an A, Jacob. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do Juan's team next, and I got like 3 more teams to go. Okay. Damn. Where's my phone at? Alright. Is it lagging again, bro? I see myself lagging, bro. It's so annoying. This has never happened before. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't stream anymore. I should just do the Zoom thing. I'm doing these long ass fucking streams. Okay, so yeah. Juan, you had the 12th pick, if I'm correct. Yeah. Yeah, I know. This is ridiculous. Let me actually just close some shit down. I'm gonna close this. I feel like that's another reason why. It's because I have so many damn apps open. What else can I fucking close? That's because I'm sharing my screen, so. Okay. So you utilized the your draft with Kyle Tucker. So when I was looking at your team last night, I saw that you really utilized your offense. You didn't really uh, have a lot of pitching besides Logan Webb, Jesus Luzardo, who's sneaky good, Hunter Brown, who struggled like towards the end. That's why he has a 5 ERA, but he was able to get shit done. I think this is also kind of inflated because he pitched against like when he pitched. I think some of his starts were against Oakland, so that's why it was like it's this kind of high. Like not even Logan Webb's was that high. That's crazy. He was way better. Dude, I might have to end stream honestly. This is ridiculous. Um, how many teams do I have left? I have Steven, Lucas, and then I have 3 teams left, bro. I can't just call it quits now. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Juan, you really established your offense with Torres, Devers, Bichette, Lowe, Tucker, and that's about it. Acuna should be a prospect. I don't know why he's not labeled as a prospect. Dude, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to think if this is actually if I could still go or not. That's about it. But yeah, I mean, I'd say technically they're starting to get like they're not young anymore. They're starting at that veteran age, so like I guess like prime years, but they're very good. Kyle Tucker, he's like 27 ish. I think he's about to be 27 or something. But this is I mean this is a really good offense. This is an offense that will put up stats, and that's why I think it's probably one of the top offenses in this league. That's like still kind of young, and that will be playing for longer than what other. Why did I just stop talking? Oh, okay. I was just looking at it. Okay. I would say this is at least. I'd say it's an A minus offense, and then pitching. I'd say it's probably a B minus. So here we go. B minus. Fucking. What is the average of? Oh, average of B3. I don't know if this is right, actually. I don't remember how I did this. Yeah, whatever. Is it B minus? This is about B plus, right? Or B plus. So yeah, overall you got a B plus, and your prospects are mainly just fucking ex-Yankees and Yankees. Will Warren, I don't know. I've never heard of this guy until like last year or like in the off season. Like, what is so special about Will Warren? Like I guess there's a chance that he could be in the league this year. I don't think he's ranked that high either. Chase Hampton's ranked higher. There's no way he's ranked higher than Spencer Jones. Jason Dominguez. Yeah. I'd say your farm system's a little weak because it only has Spencer Jones carrying it, the load. So I'd say it's probably like a C plus type farm. I give it a little bit more than C because you have more than one player. Yeah, so B minus, A minus, C plus farm system, B plus average for pitching and hitting. So I'd say it's a good job for you, Juan. I think you'll definitely be. I think it's definitely a playoff team. I think they could definitely compete in the playoffs. It just depends, I guess. Health is always a thing because Bo Bichette got hurt last year, so he didn't really play. Kyle Tucker was healthy for most of the part. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good team. It's a really good team. So I think you're definitely up there. Oh, hey, Smith Shawver is supposed to be a prospect too, and Clayton Beater. So I guess I don't know why they don't have that non-available status. That's weird. All right, so let's knock out the rest of that. Let's do Lucas real quick. Let's get Lucas's stuff in. So, do on Thursday. Lucas had the 11th pick, and he went with Jordan, which is a good pick. That is about the area of where Jordan would go. Like it would be maybe 9 through 14 would be where Jordan is supposed to go. And you got Mike Trout in the 5th round. And if somehow Mike Trout could stay healthy, that's a steal. You got Jazz Chisholm in the 6th. Stays healthy, that's a steal. Josh Naylor in the 9th. He stays healthy, that could steal. That's a steal. He has Mason Wynn, which is one of his younger guys. Yes, sir, Juan. No problem, man. Jordan Westberg, Vaughn Grissom. Man, that's... I mean, he's trying. I see he's trying to build a young system, like a young farm system, but it's not really there for me. His offense, I feel like, is pretty damn good. Matt Olson, Vaughn Grissom could definitely have a really good year this year, and I feel like he could fit well with Fenway Park. Josh Nair's always been good. Jordan's good. Mike Trout's got to stay healthy. Henry Davis, he started off good but then fell off. Chris Taylor probably won't play every day. He's like a... Now that Gavin Lux is back, I feel like he'll just be utilized as a role player. Jazz Chisholm, I mean, he's gotta stay healthy. If he stays healthy, then yeah, he could be a really good player. Mason Wynn he's like one of the highly touted prospects for St. Louis. I mean, I don't know enough about him. I just know he throws hard and he fields. Bryce Terang, I get the Rockies' top prospect. I see you're trying to build. I mean, you got a sneaky good farm system. I don't know if it's the top. Where's your team? Yamura. I'd say it's probably a B minus. It's like sneaky good. Your pitching, I would say, has a hole in it. I don't know. I feel like outside of maybe Gallen, Skubal, and Imanaga, I don't know how do you say his last name? Ryan Papiet? I don't know how you say his name, but he had apparently a good year. But I don't know if he can keep up this year. It's a whole new year. I'd say his pitching staff would at least be like a B minus. There's a lot of upside with this team. I don't know if Zach Gallen can keep it up. Tariq Skubal is back for a full healthy year. He did pretty good when he came back last year. Imanaga is another question mark because he's never pitched in the MLB. Edward Cabrera was never really good last year, but he still recorded good stats. So, I mean, that's... And Luis Severino had a horrible year. I don't know why he's rostered, but I guess every time a Yankee goes to the Mets, they always have a bounce back year. Dude, this is ridiculous. I've never lagged like this before. I'd say yeah, pitching staff. That's the wrong team. Why did I move it? So, wait, did I put the gray in the wrong one? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, so pitching staff is probably B minus. So what I give him. And then batting, I'd say it's man, it's good. Like it can be good. I say that's a B. I think his hitting is a B. Alright, I'm gonna try to hurry this up. So my computer needs to fucking breathe better. Alright, let's do Ben real quick. Since he had the 13th pick. So he got. Let's see. Who did he get his first pick? Ben. Austin Riley. Okay, Austin Riley is a very good player. I'd say he's about the right-handed version of Rafael Devers. So it makes sense to get him after Rafael Devers was drafted. Did he get him late? Damn, bro, he got him in the eighth round. That's not that bad. What the hell, bro? All right, let's try to sit back into the. Let's try to sit back in the OG spot. Let's see if I can finish this up. um. What was I trying to do? Okay. I think he's gonna have a really good year. Like he's one of the top prospects in the league, and then it starts lagging again. Oh no. Okay. Austin Riley is definitely a good player. O'Neal Cruz is he's coming back from an injury that ended his season basically, and then um, he's one of the hardest hitting guy. Like he hits the ball hard, so I feel like there's a big chance that he can have a bounce back year. So we're not bounce back, but like he can come back the way he was supposed to last year and hit the ball hard. So Jordan Walker, I feel like he had a rough start and then he started picking it up again. Loris Gurriel was such a good role player last year for the Diamondbacks, and he hit the ball like he got on base. And I feel like he'd have a good year. I feel like this is a really good offense. Adley Rutschman had a really good season last year for a catcher. I feel like he could do way better than this. Like he started off really, really good, and then kind of went off the rails, and then he started doing it good again. But yeah, I mean, like you got a guy. You got good players, man. Hunter Renfroe started off. He was one of those guys that started off really, really good too, and then he fell off the face of the earth. Like he was so bad towards like I think it was like right before the All-Star break where he started doing bad, and then he just never really like came back up for when he started the first like 2 months of the season. Jackson Churio is, I'd say he's similar to Corbin Carroll. Um, he's a highly touted prospect that signs a long-term deal before they even play, get a full season in the major leagues. So I feel like there's a lot of potential in this guy, and you did get him in like the third round, if I'm correct. So you're really riding it. I don't know if I can really count this guy as part of your farm system because he doesn't have the NA, and you have a lot of top 100 prospects, and you got some pitching ones, yeah. So I'd say your farm system is definitely a B plus, and then pitching, I'd say, I mean, Tanner Beebe. Ooh, you got a lot of question marks on your pitching staff because I think outside of Tanner, maybe Sonny Gray. I mean, I don't know if he can keep that up either. And Shane Bieber's good. I don't know if Christian Javier can keep that up. I don't know if Christian Javier will have a bounce back. I'd say this is probably a C plus pitching staff because you need more than two guys. And Dan Dunning was good, but I don't know if he's gonna like keep it up this year. I mean, there was times where he just couldn't pitch at all. So hit batting. This is probably a good offense. I'd probably give it a minus, just because of all your potential, the potential that you hold with your young players, and you got some good guys. There's some holes right here with Dubon. I don't think he was that good. I mean, I guess he got on base and you get to hit the ball, but I don't know if he'll play a lot though. He only got 467 at bats compared to the 500 that you should average. And he went down to AAA if I'm correct. So yeah. So C plus to A minus. That's about what, a B plus. That's about a B average. So yeah, so good job on that. What is Oh man, I don't even know the average of that. B minus to B is about a B minus. This is about a B. I'm just gonna do B average for Lucas, and then Steven's my last one. All right, Steven, you're up last. Whitewashed. So Steven had the 15th pick in the draft, and he drafted Mookie Betts. I feel like, and come on, dude, I say a lot of shit right now. Damn, bro, Simons is out. Jose Ramirez was is a solid second round pick. I mean, Jose Ramirez had kind of like a down year last year. Um, but I feel like he could still maintain being around a 300 average player. He gets on base, so that's a good thing. Ketel Marte, good pick. Brian, I think you have a lot of guys who are starting to age a little bit, but they could still like play. Like Carlos Correa never stays healthy, so you might have a trouble with that. I guess surprisingly he was healthy last year because he had over 500 at bats. Stan, there you go. Stan's another guy that might not stay healthy. Bader probably won't hit the ball like he did with the Yankees. He never really did with the Yankees at all either. Christian Walker's a good first baseman. I mean, first basemans I think are like kind of thin, but pitching staff you got. You're pretty decent in pitching because Kevin Gausman, Pablo Lopez were like sneaky Cy Young picks. Like maybe they could be good. So was Framber Valdez actually too. But like yeah, there was no way these guys were gonna win Cy Young. Nick Lodolo, I feel like could have an easy bounce back year. Tosh Bradley, they don't like to extend their pitching prospects that much. So, or I guess he's technically was a prospect last year, but they don't like utilizing their pitchers or starters because they're so injury prone. But I think overall, I think your offense, if Jorge Soler signs on a team, he could easily produce 36 home runs for you as well. I think that's just like his over-under all the time. Maybe 34. Ian Happ's a good player. He kind of had a down year last year. So did Varsho. So I think you can have a lot of guys who can bounce back, and your team can definitely make the playoffs. It just depends on if these guys stay healthy and consistent. Whitwash, I say your batting grade is about. I'd say it's about a B minus, and then I'd say pitching is a B. Congrats on that. So that was the end of the. Let's see. Do I need to talk about anything else? Oh my god, dude! Come on, just a little further, please. Let me look at this. Let me talk this thing real quick. Come on. Come on. Get your shit together. All right. Overall, it was a good draft. I'm glad that everyone was able, or most people were able to participate. Everyone was able to participate in the beginning draft, and then towards the end, some people are drafted. But overall, congrats on everyone with a good draft. Let's have a good, clean season. If anyone could do the math for A minus D plus, that's like maybe B minus. It's no, I think it's like around a C something. I don't know, but these are the averages that came out. These are your grades. Thank you for watching this video, and let's have a good fantasy year. All right, boys. Everyone have a great year.